This year for my wife on Mother's Day, I'll be making her a really nice salad called Nicoise Salad. And the twist? We're using MOWI Salmon. That's right, this is a salmon niçoise salad with a combination of tender, flaky MOWI salmon and a vibrant mix of fresh vegetables including crisp greens, juicy tomatoes, hard-boiled eggs, and even olives. It all comes together with a zesty Dijon vinaigrette. And the star of our show today, of course, is the MOWI salmon. Today I'll be using MOWI Atlantic salmon, and they come in 2 portion sizes. The beauty of the salmon is that it's never frozen. That means it goes from the sea onto your table without ever being frozen, and that means the quality of the salmon is right there in the flavor. But first, let's talk about what goes in the salad, and of course that's going to be a lot of blanched greens. Blanching is partially cooking it in boiling water, then adding it to cold ice water, and this way you get a nice crisp green and you don't lose any of the flavors of it. So first, let's boil some water and get ready for our veggies. In this case, I'm going to be using some asparagus. Cut the ends off of the asparagus. Let's peel the bottom of each asparagus. And this is going to remove any of the fibrous part of the asparagus if it has any. Directly in the boiling water for about a minute or 2, depending on the thickness of your asparagus, so keep that in mind. Straight into the ice bath. I've got some sugar snap peas as well, and these take about a minute in the boiling water. Right into the ice water when they're done. It wouldn't be a niçoise salad if it didn't have green beans or haricots verts, so that goes directly in there too. And again, depending on the thickness of those green beans, you're going to be cooking it for about 2 to 3 minutes. You want these to be crisp. Again, in that ice bath to stop it from cooking more. And now let's use some fingerling potatoes or small baby potatoes. I have regular white ones, the red potatoes, and even some of these blue potatoes. A lot more color to add to that dish. As you can see, the water's getting kind of green. That's fine. That's just the chlorophyll that's getting absorbed in the water. The water's still pretty clean and it won't affect the flavor of anything else. Into the water and use a knife to poke at it until it's ready. Set that aside. And now for a hard-boiled egg. In this case, we want to do kind of a soft-boiled egg. You want it a little bit jammy in the yolk. So go ahead and put that in the boiling water for about 7 minutes or so. Remove it into the ice water, and it's really important that you keep it in the ice water for exactly 3 minutes. That's because when you remove it, it's going to be super easy to peel. And when we cut it in the middle, that yolk is still soft and jammy, perfect for this salad. And now for some fresh raw ingredients like the spring salad mix. I like to use actually a mandolin. And if you don't have one, it's really important to invest in one. They're not that expensive, but what they give you in return is incredible. You're able to take something like a cucumber, for example, and just slice these up, assuring you that the thickness of the cucumbers are exactly the same. Same thing with the radish. You're gonna put it at the thinnest setting, and look at these paper-thin, gorgeous red radishes. Okay, before we put this platter together, we're gonna go ahead and cook our salmon. Now again, this is our MOWI salmon, and look at this beautiful marbling. I'm gonna go ahead and season this with some herb seasoning. And cook it your favorite way. You can grill it, pop it into the oven. My favorite way is the air fryer. It is always the best way, in my opinion, to cook salmon. And in about 7 to 10 minutes, this salmon will be ready. The niçoise salad is ready to be put together, and you want to get a nice, flat, large platter. You want these colors and these flavors to kind of pop out. It's springtime, people. You want this salad to show off. Lay out some mixed spring greens. Go ahead and wipe these veggies dry and just kind of nestle them throughout the platter. Let's place our MOWI salmon on top. These grape tomatoes are perfect. The potatoes, the eggs. Of course, we're gonna add some olives throughout this. And we're almost ready now for that Dijon vinaigrette. Super simple to make. Mix in some Dijon mustard with some red wine vinegar. I'm gonna add some grated garlic in there. Drizzle with some really high-end extra virgin olive oil. Flake salt, and just mix that together. I'm gonna chop some parsley in there as well. And right before you serve this platter, drizzle all of that vinaigrette right on top. This Mediterranean-inspired dish balances rich, flavorful MOWI salmon with a bright, tangy crunch of vegetables. It truly creates a refreshing and satisfying meal for Mother's Day. And don't forget Father's Day is coming up too.